One of the great things about retro video game collecting is discovering old gems you've never heard of or played before. One such gem is Flicky by Sega. I personally first discovered this game on a Genesis plug-and-play unit as one of 6 built-in games, and it quickly became my favorite that I played every time I used it. Now, being the collector that I am, I searched high and low looking for and finding an actual copy of this semi-rare Genesis game. Based on the arcade game of the same name, Flicky casts you as a flightless bird whose job is to gather and lead all the little yellow chirps to the safety of the level's exit, all the while avoiding the game's enemies, a cat named Tiger, and, in later levels, an iguana named Iggy. Gameplay is fairly simple, and yet challenging, because the enemies move fairly quickly, and since you're a bird who can't fly, you must either avoid them, jump over them, or make use of the different items strewn about the level to knock them over with, such as telephones, flower pots, bottles, or cups. Since this is a game that you play to get a high score, there are incentives such as time bonuses for finishing as fast as possible, as well as bonuses for taking all the chirps to the exit at once, although you can bring them one at a time if necessary. There's also a bonus round where the chirps are teeter-tottered into the air for Flicky to catch with a net, which nets you an even higher score. Control works very well with a standard Genesis gamepad and a simple control scheme, which uses the directional controls for movement and any one of the pad's buttons to throw an object at the game's enemies. One thing you'll notice is that Flicky doesn't stop on a dime. He skids a little bit, so keep that in mind if you have to do a quick about-face due to an oncoming enemy. When I first played Flicky, it quickly brought to mind another arcade hit from that time period, Mappy. Now, although completely different games from different companies, both games feature similar gameplay, with similar level layouts, where you must collect items while being chased by cartoon enemies, namely cats. I was actually surprised at how many people see the same similarities as I did when I first started playing the game. Flicky is one of those pleasant little games that people of all ages can enjoy. It has colorful cartoon graphics, cute characters, catchy music, and challenging gameplay that holds up well today. It's a wonderful example of old-school arcade fun, and a game that I highly recommend. This is Atarileaf. Thanks for watching this closer look review of Flicky for the Sega Genesis.